What is going on, guys? Eagles halftime live. Eagles are tied with the Browns 10-10. Yet another unprepared Eagles team out the jump. Throw away the scripted plays. Just an unbelievably botched last possession that made it a tie game. Joining me, he is Shane Haff at Shane Haff NFL. What's up, Shane?
What's up, Deibs? Man, I feel like that sequence at the end of the half just perfectly epitomizes Eagles football for the last 2 years. Is that you've dominated the first half, and then your superstar running back for some reason just runs out of bounds instead of stretching the ball out for the first down. And then on third down, instead of running your tush push that's an automatic conversion, you drop back to pass against cover zero with no route breaking short. Your said superstar running back just whiffs on the block. You get sacked. You attempt a long field goal that then gets blocked and returned for a touchdown. And now you got a tie game at halftime. Like, that's just if somebody asked me, like, what does watching Eagles football look like? I would just show them the last 3 plays.
Yeah, it's so inconsistent. This team is so poorly coached. Let's jump into Jalen Hurts. We don't have much time here. We'll break it all down during post-game right after the clock hits zero. Jalen Hurts, 9 of 16, 137 yards and a touchdown. This offense came out again, 0 points in the first quarter. I think that's 5 games now. So I think after the scripted plays got thrown out the window, this offense started to hum a little bit. The Kellen Moore, the short passes, that's what we wanted to see. And sure enough, Galcaterra had a couple of big catches. I thought, the offense started to kind of find itself a little bit more. What were your thoughts on Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, I mean, if you can throw away that 0 for 5 start, he's 9 of 11 for 137 yards and a touchdown. Like, he's made some good plays, extending plays on the ground. But yeah, it's atrocious. You come out to start the game and you run for 5 yards, and then 2nd and 5, you throw a deep ball, and 3rd and 5, you throw another deep ball. And then you come out and it's like, you stop the Browns because Deshaun Watson misses a wide open guy over the middle. And then you come back out and every pass you throw is a deep ball. And I understand that the Browns are playing without their safeties and they're going to give you those single high looks, but just at a certain point, just get in a rhythm. And that's what they did. Like, you don't have to just go vertical. You can run those curl routes and comeback routes equally effectively, but they're higher percentage plays. Once they got into that, the offense moved really well. I mean, you go look at it and your first 2 drives are punts, and then you go field goal, long touchdown drive, and then another drive before the end of half that results in the block touchdown. So, it's the same old, same old. This team sucks out of the gate, and then they adjust eventually. And unfortunately, you get that blocked field goal return for a touchdown, and it all just feels for naught right now.
3 plays, 5 yards, a punt, 7 plays, 16 yards, a punt. That was the first 2 drives coming out of a bye week. You have all your guys back. You have everything going for you, and you still come out unprepared. It's unbelievable how, again, badly coached this team is. Let's go to just more of the offense. Saquon, 12 carries for 42 yards. We did see some design runs from Jalen Hurts, which I like a lot. But, I mean, still at the end of the day, like, the offense moves at a slog at times. The first quarter was bad. I don't understand why they keep going deep throws over and over and over again, jump ball after jump ball after jump ball, when we finally see the Eagles offense, especially in that second quarter, get yards on first down, make those third downs more manageable, and finally start seeing things. You start seeing Jalen Hurts get into a rhythm.
Yeah, man, I don't even know. Just, yeah, you were given all day these short routes, these curl routes on the outside. That's what you got to do. And eventually they're going to have to start coming down on those. And that's when you want to take it deep. Like, there's an element of you just have to figure out how the defense is going to play you. Jim Schwartz will put his outside corners on an island, and you have to figure out what they're willing to give up and what they're afraid of. And right now they're afraid of the deep ball, which means you can throw those comeback routes on the outside. And the Eagles started to do that. Eventually they're going to start sitting on those, and that's when you try to hit them over the top. But you just need to play in rhythm and not try to go generate explosive plays every other play.
Let's get to the defense. Nakobe Dean leading the way with 5 tackles. Some good, some bad from the defense. I was flipping my table when C.J. Gardner-Johnson ran into Quinyon Mitchell and took away an interception. Outside of that, I mean, the defense has been doing an okay job at getting the Browns to third and longs. I mean, it's like almost like they flipped the switch with the Bucs 2 weeks ago. But anyway, what was your take on the defense real quick?
Yeah, I mean, it looks better. Deshaun Watson's also a horrific quarterback, and so it's going to be hard to take away a lot of good things, but it's nice to see some pressure. You got 3 sacks. Bryce Huff had a couple good pass rush reps. So the defensive tackles are playing really well, I feel like. And again, the Browns are shorthanded and you've got bad quarterback play and you don't have your running back. And so there's a lot of things going on there, but I'm not like overly impressed by the defense, but the defense has looked fine and they've played fine given the opponent they're facing. If this was a performance, if they played this same game against a better offense, I would definitely be singing their praises. I'm cautiously optimistic, I guess.
Part of me, the Eagles fan in me is saying if the Eagles were going up against anyone not named Deshaun Watson, the score would look a little different.
Yeah, it's possible.
He stinks, man. He defense has been doing okay, but it's the Browns. How can you gauge it at all? This is what a 9-8 team looks like. DeGene had Judy clamped on that one throw down the sideline in the end zone. Marshawn, a lot of panic in the chat. I mean, there was some crazy boos as they were heading to the locker room. Let's get into halftime adjustments, man. What do the Eagles need to do in the second half?
I mean, I think you just need to keep playing the style of offense you played after the first 2 drives. Keep taking what the defense gives you. Running the ball is probably going to be difficult because they are stacking the box. That doesn't mean you should go away from it. But on offense, I'm just going to continue to try the same approach. And honestly, on defense, I wouldn't change much either. I wouldn't change a lot. You just need to execute. The Eagles fans feel way different about this game if it's 13-3 right now, if we're being honest. That block punt just changes the feel of everything.
I'm in the same. I feel like I say the same damn thing every single halftime show. Get Nick Siri out. Just focus on Saquon. Get those short passes going, and the Eagles will be fine. And we typically see that in the second half. It's just the first quarter that's just makes you want to stick needles in your eyes, man. It's rough to watch. We have a comment. Chance says, how does Cooper DeJean look? Any thoughts?
Really hard to tell from broadcast copy. I haven't noticed him a whole lot, so I will definitely be taking a deep dive into Cooper DeJean later this week, though.
Yep, we have some fire Sirianni comments. Last final thoughts, Shane, before we wrap it up.
Just play smart, stop doing stupid things, and let's go win a football game. That feels redundant to say, but here we are. Epitome of that's your 3rd and 1 play call. Like, it was clearly cover 0 across the board. Just throw a smoke screen or a slant to AJ Brown and he's a broken tackle away from a touchdown. That's the same thing as trying to throw it downfield. But go watch the second half. I'm live tweeting the game because I finally found a stream that'll work on my phone, and catch us here after the game for the post-game show. We'll hang out with y'all then.
I don't know. Like, part of me thinks my final thought is this just what the Eagles are? And maybe they're not playing bad per se. It's just what we're seeing is an average football team. That's my final thought. Shane, he is Shane Half, NFL on X. I am Deibs, Mr. Crockpot. We'll see you at post-game right when the clock hits 0. Stay awesome, everyone.